while we're on the topic of yeast infections, right? Didn't you send out an order to one of your customers that you had already worn and it had yeast infection residue inside of it?
Welcome back to Girl Talk TV, where we talk about everything. Today we're talking about Jayda. She's back in fashion drama, detailing the designer and content creator Gorgeous Doll, who on TikTok expressed that Jayda has copied her looks for this fall/winter. She recently mentioned in a now viral TikTok post about how Jayda has been sneaking around trying to get information about her outfits, her designs, and duplicate them for her own brand, down to the design and the fur hoodie. And that didn't sit well with Gorgeous Doll. Everyone all knows that Jayda is notorious for stealing and copying other designers' ideals and doesn't even care.
I'ma just call you Steve Madden, because the way that Wayda copies people's designs and keeps it pushing has to be studied. If you guys didn't know, Gorgeous Doll here on TikTok and Instagram is putting together the series of how she basically has proof that Wayda has been trying, at least attempting, to steal her design. Now, the design in question happens to be this velour fur set with the removable fur. I believe that's what she said. Now, Gorgeous Doll had stated in her video that she had already released hers, and she actually showed proof that Wayda was seeking to have, well, basically this entire design made for herself. Well, for herself and her audience who purchases her merch. I believe the only difference that Gorgeous Doll stated was that Wayda couldn't figure out, or her distributor couldn't figure out, how to make it reversible. Now, if you can tell in Gorgeous Doll's video, hers is actually reversible. You can see the red velour on the inside and the white on the outside. Now, Gorgeous Doll sits down in this like 3-part series, and I'm gonna tag her below so you can watch the full thing. I might order this one too. Now, this one is cute. She sits down and she actually shows the receipts. So let me show them for you. Now, you pause to read this, but this is the conversation that Gorgeous Doll stated she had with her distributor, who goes by the name of Luna. And she said that Luna stated that her colleague asked me, but I don't have her products in picture. And then her colleague asked her that another customer wanted her website design. Gorgeous replies back, says, "Wow, that's so weird." The vendor then says, "Oh, because you're hot and they like your designs. And to be honest, this design is great and people look rich." Then Gorgeous Doll proceeds to confirm, like, is this the client who's asking about my merchandise? The vendor says, "Yes, I have a customer called Jayda." Now, in this screenshot, I'm going to move to the side. Gorgeous Doll asks her, but did she ask about her design? She said, "Let me ask the colleague." And then she comes back and says, "Yeah, but we didn't make it for her though." So she did ask about the designs and they stated that they couldn't make it. And according to Gorgeous Doll, it has to do with, I guess, like their contract with the vendor. I don't really know too much about vendor, but apparently the vendor is required to disclose if other people are seeking out her designs. And according to the vendor, they didn't do it. Now, after Gorgeous Doll puts out that series that, hey, Wayda stealing my design, which is nothing new because you guys remember the swimsuit debacle, Wayda then posts this video of herself and says, "You can't be Pablo if your work ain't selling." It's a line from Nicki Minaj's song, basically saying that even though Gorgeous Doll does have great designs, none of it sells. Interesting. Now, a lot of people who are new to Wayda don't realize that this is something she's been doing for years. We've actually been documenting it for years. And maybe that's a part of her new, like, trademark where she just steals people's designs and just keeps it pushing. Knowing that getting wrapped up in the legality of it is going to be long-winded and probably futile. So she just does it anyway. Because again, Steve Madden does it because a lot of people know Steve Madden's going to do it, allegedly. So they just keep it pushing. And maybe that's what Wayda's doing herself.
I think I'm crazy, okay? So I just dropped a new collection, okay? It's called the Brat Doll collection. It's a velour collection, okay? It's a reversible tracksuit. You can wear 2 different ways, comes with fur. And for me, I made it to where the fur could be removed. Not only so you could wash, but just in case you wanted to wear it a different way. okay? So I dropped this the other day, and then the next day I see Jayda, who steals everybody's fucking ideas and shit. It's like, I see her post, oh, I'm dropping velour jumpsuit, and oh, I added fur in. The fur is removable.
This is, you could take the fur off to wash it, so you won't damage the fur. And if you just want to wear it without the fur sometimes.
And so it's like, for me, I don't own fur. Okay, I don't own fur, I don't own velour, but I do know that I took a lot of motherfucking time. And don't get me wrong, I knew my motherfucking design was fire. Let me show you. I knew my design was motherfucking fire, especially the colors I put it in right before Christmas. But as a business owner, I know you always think 2 months ahead. So I'm just kind of confused, because if this was already something that she was planning to do, you would have been promoted it. You would be ready to drop right now, because it's winter time. It's that time. But it's like, I got a bunch of people sending me her post, and they're like, oh, she's copying your shit. And I knew people would copy my shit, do not get me wrong, because I got some bomb ass ideas. Look at me right now. This is a 5-piece set. A lot of companies cannot give 5-piece sets. A lot of companies, they don't be wanting to really pay that bread to get good quality, okay? But, oh, let me show y'all my little, I created a tank top that it zips all the way down, baby, yeah. But anyways, so for me, when I have a lot of people sending me that now she's dropping this velour tracksuit with removable fur, it's like, the only reason why it couldn't probably be reversible is because you don't know the method and the mathematics behind it, which took me flying to fucking China to make sure I perfected. So right now I'm irritated because she stole the bathing suit bitch shit. Sorry, not trying to be disrespectful, but the girl who had the bathing suit line, you stole that. Then you did a knockoff of Casablanca, and now you trying to knock my shit off. I don't play that. And it's like, even a couple months ago, I did a spring collection, and I did it was a Blossom 2-piece set. It went like this. It was Blossom. It was a one shoulder with some leggings that matched. It also came in a skirt, and I saw her posting in it. Me, I'm gonna take any motherfucking thing and make it marketing wise. So I took that because it was the same shit that I motherfucking have on my collection, and I posted it. Period. So it's like, now for me to see her trying to drop the same exact thing, when it's like, you could have been promoted this, you could have been talked about, you had a jumpsuit coming out. But you know, me as a business owner, I know a bitch don't got a true thought out plan, because of the fact that if you did, you would have already showed this collection. You would have already posted that you were dropping a winter velour collection. But here we are, the end of November, when it's about to be around December 1st, the holidays, and you post a bootleg version of my black velour tracksuit with the fur. And it's so funny because when I was in China, I literally asked my supporters, hey, I really love this brown fur color. Do y'all think we should use it or just wait? And we decided not to use that one color, just for this bitch to take it and put it on her next jumpsuit. And for me, it's like, do you have any ideas of your own? Are you a true, like, when I say influencer, right, it's like, are you, like, in my head, when I think influencer, it's somebody who comes up with their own ideas, their own inventions, and do their own shit. But this is about the 4th or 5th time that this girl has been caught stealing somebody else's idea and trying to make it her own. Like I said, I don't own fur. I don't own fur. But detachable fur on a reversible velour tracksuit that you can wear 6 different motherfucking ways, yeah, I own that. I spent 3 months. I flew out to China to perfect this collection. So for me to drop, and then the next day she be posting on her story how she about to drop this one tracksuit, by the way, one. Mind you, we got hella flavors over here because it was my invention. It was my idea. It was my collection that I put together. So it's like, for me to see this and people sending it to me, it's like, damn girl, do you not have no ideas of your own? Or is it just, oh, I'm Jayda Wayda, so let me steal from motherfucking everybody else because you have a name and you think it's gonna work? And for me, I'm not going for that. because people have watched me day after day, week after week, month after month build this motherfucking collection to where I had to fly out to China because I had to perfect the fucking sizing on it just for a bitch like you to come through and think you could take anything that I built. I do not like that. So it's like, the purpose of this video is for me to call out the fact that there are really people out here who inspire themselves, come up with these ideas and build them over months and months and months for a bitch like you to come through and try to steal some shit. You done stole from me, Ari, the bathing suit girl, Casablanca. Like, do you not have no vision of your own at this point? Because it's like, for me, I just don't understand. It's like you're trying to hang on by a thread, but not even with your own ideas. Like, girl, do your own shit. And the anything today, and I was just letting the day play out. But the fact that you would come online and comment and say no saggy pussy parts. Nobody, listen, everybody doesn't want a fucking yeast infection, okay? And not everybody is built like a fucking 13-year-old boy before the surgery. And so it's like, for you to say that, you would never understand my line, because my line is inclusive. No matter if you're a double XS or a 3XL, like, I'm showing that you could still be a bad bitch and wear everything else that everybody else is wearing. You could be a 3XL and wear this motherfucking baddie outfit. You only pander to fucking minors and bitches that have bodies. That's it, that's all. Me, I'm all inclusive. My brand is for everybody. Big, tall, short, small. So it's like, for you to say some shit like that, it just shows your brand only markets to motherfucking kids and girls who literally either are built like 13-year-olds or just a BBL bandit. The BBL bandits can't even fit your shit, to be honest, because you only make clothes for bitches who have a body type like yours, which is fine. That's your brand. But don't talk shit about my motherfucking brand because of the fact that I'm able to crack codes and figure out how to make an outfit all inclusive to multiple women. Don't talk shit about my brand, because I put in the time and the motherfucking energy to know that I gotta add 2.5 centimeters on each side of my bottoms if I want women to have the option of being comfy and folding it once if they want that tight yeast infection look. Like, what? And it's like, girl, at the end of the day, like, listen, you're a lame ass, loser ass bitch, okay? Period, point blank. And at the end of the day, just because you like, oh, your motherfucking clothes tight up your motherfucking ass, not letting your coochie breathe, doesn't mean that everybody else wants that. And you have some motherfucking nerve for a bitch who steals ideas from everybody, but then to say anything about somebody else's clothes is insane. I just posted the video when I was in the factory, and that brown fur that you're using, when I put it to the side because it sheds like a motherfucker. Yeah, I put the whole motherfucking video because I'm not about to let people think that listen, it's not about the velour. It's not about the velour. It's about the fucking design of the fur on my hoods, okay? About the fact that I went to China and showed these. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna use this brown. And then you pick up my motherfucking sloppy seconds, bitch, and act like you just, oh, I was gonna do these. No, bitch. And at the end of the day, like I said, why would you be redropping something if you so-called already did it? Exactly. But here's the moral of the story, right? You made a funny ass motherfucking comment, so we all gonna laugh around this bitch. And at the end of the day, bitch, you just aren't a all-inclusive brand wearer, so you wouldn't understand actually securing measurements, a size chart to make sure that your customers feel great in your shit, no matter if they're double XS or a 3XL. Period. But I'm not gonna let you sit here and motherfucking talk shit about my brand, because low-key you're body shaming anybody who don't got the same body as you. Some girls need to tuck their fupas. Some girls need that little extra room for their cat. So what did I do as a business owner that knows how to market? I shot in a size bigger to show girls, hey, even though I got this body and I know how it could look, here's me wearing a large so that you can see that even you, if you got an extra stomach or anything, you could fit this shit too. Period. But I'm not about to let no motherfucking ran down ass bitch. And when I say ran down ass bitch, I mean that in a business way, okay? You keep on trying to motherfucking make fetch happen. It's not gonna fucking happen. Every time you drop something, bitch, it's somebody else's shit. And your orders don't be getting out. But anyways, moral of the story is, bitch, I was gonna leave you the fuck alone today. But watch what the fuck you saying in them comments.
Girl, no, she did not just call Jayda without the surgery a 13-year-old boy body. Oh, I digress. Okay. I do want to say that nothing's new under the sun. Let me say this one more time. Nothing is new under the sun. No one owns the design of a velour two-piece suit because guess what? Juicy Couture and Kamora Simmons of Baby Fat have always had these pieces out since the days of when I was a teenager back in the early 2000s. Nothing is new under the sun. The entitlement from both parties is kind of crazy. Both of them should be apologizing to Kamora Simmons, if anything. Now, in other subject, Gorgeous Doll actually brought up something that happened to Jayda way back in 2018, detailing something that happened to a customer.
While we're on the topic of yeast infections, right? Didn't you send out an order to one of your customers that you had already worn and it had yeast infection residue inside of it?
Gorgeous Doll did not have to take it there. Gorgeous Doll took it to hell. She took it there. Nobody was even thinking about that until Gorgeous Doll. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. The fact that she refreshed my memory about that, I totally forgot about that. Listen, it's getting really ugly. The fashion girlies are not playing fair right now.
Oh my God, that was literally a humiliation ritual. When I went through that, that probably was one of the that was the only embarrassing thing I've ever really been through that like really broke me. Like, ew. And what made it worse was because it was like nothing I could do to do damage control. So that's why I say it was a humiliation ritual. And like the amount of people that started following me and knowing who I was because of that situation was insane. Like I think that was like the pivotal craziest shit in my career that actually like elevated me, like promoted me to a new level. Like humiliation rituals really do be real, like no funny shit. So yeah, I say all that to say I was 8 weeks pregnant at the time, and all I was doing was like sleeping my life away. Like literally sleeping. And I remember this shit like it was yesterday because it was such a traumatic time period for me. But yeah, I was just like sleeping so much. And I'm only talking about this now because I truly do not care. Like when I see it, I literally be dying laughing because it's like, damn, like how the fuck did that happen? But whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I'm 8 weeks pregnant, and my friend at the time used to handle all my, I think it was either Depop or Mercari, whatever. I was like reselling clothes that I would wear. If you know me, I've been reselling clothes that I wear since I was 16 years old, and I've never had an issue like this because I always get my clothes dry cleaned. Like even now to this day, like everything I wear, I get dry cleaned. So that's how you know it was a total mistake. So I had a stack of clothes that needed to go to the dry cleaners, and I had a stack of clothes that was ready to be shipped out. My friend at the time who handled my Depop, Mercari, my resale app, whatever the fuck app it was, he took both stacks of clothes, but I'm knocked out on the couch sleep, and he had a key to my house. Like we were that close. He had a key to my house, so he just came in, let me stay asleep, took the clothes, and left. But I used to be on his ass because I'm all about like making sure the customer is happy, shipping out things fast. So he, you know, he's not a girl, so he just packing stuff up and shipping it out. I checked the crotch area. Like the way that has humbled me to now, like I don't play about leaving my panties nowhere. I don't play that shit. Ever since that happened, like it definitely was character development for sure. So yeah, he packs my stuff, all that stuff up and sends it out. So I'm just scrolling one day and I'm like, mind you, it was a time where like I just was being attacked, like overly attacked. And then that happened and I'm like, there's no way this could happen. Like literally no way. And on top of that, you know when you're pregnant, you are like extremely more lubricated down there. Like natural juices be flowing. And I didn't have like, they tried to say it was like BV or anything. I'm pretty sure if that girl could come to the stand, she would not say that shit stunk. First of all, if it was BV, it's not gonna stink days after. Well, you know, I don't know. I've never experienced no shit like that ever in my life for it to still be stinking days after. Like, no. I just was like wet, and I, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're girls. Like, literally, we're just girls. But yeah, I would never sell or go through that again in this day and age because I just have so many protocols and things intact to never make that mistake again. And if you can tell, I've never had another crazy ass, outlandish ass moment like that since that time when I was like literally a kid for real. And it just made me get on my shit all across the board. Like, I don't play no more with my assistants. Like, that's why it's good to be hands-on because shit like that wouldn't have happened. If I would have just woke my ass up knowing he was coming to get the stuff, why would I even sit the dirty clothes next to the clean clothes? Who is trying to sabotage themselves like that? Bitch, I do not play about my pennies. I don't want nobody having my motherfucking juices. What? That's how you guys know it was a mistake. And I don't remember the year. I think this was like 2018. I don't know, whatever. But yes, that actually happened. And it definitely made a lot of people get to know me. And I just made the best out of the situation. I think I dropped like a little collection and I named it like Discharge or something because I'm one of the people that like, yeah, shit happens. I'm not perfect. Shit gonna keep happening. And every time something happens, guess what I do? I get on here, I eat that shit, and I keep it going. Because like, it's literally just adding pieces to the plot of the story and it's keeping things interesting. I don't let nothing break me. I only keep going. So yeah, that actually happened.
I'm glad she can laugh about it to keep from crying, but that situation will always be attached to her business endeavors because from my understanding, nothing was really solved to rectify the whole situation. Plus, I can understand how Gorgeous Doll feel. She has a point. Jayda never thought about showcasing her collection until Gorgeous Doll put out her collection. Another point that has always been there is that Jayda is notorious for duplicating, copying, stealing people's ideals. As much money as this girl has, you would think that she can hire a team of idealist people with some of the fire ideal that she can't think of. You have the money to buy people ideals. You don't have to steal them. But tell me what y'all think down below. Until next time, bye.